Hey guys, so in today's video I want to talk about reading guitar tabs. So guitar tabs is a short name for tablature. Guitar tablature is a numbering system that you see in a lot of guitar music. It's very common. And basically what it looks like are numbers written underneath notes to tell you where on the guitar to play those notes. So in the picture here, you can see an example of what it looks like. So the first song I usually teach to students is a variation of this song I put together for this video. And because of copyright, I didn't want to play a particular tune or something. I just kind of made my own song here, like a variation, so we can kind of use this. And basically what we're going to do is learn how to play pretty much on one string. So this song is pretty much a one-string song. There are a couple parts where it goes to the next string below it, but for the most part this song plays entirely on one string. Okay? So what we're going to do is first we need to identify which string that we want to play on. So we're going to start with the top string, which is the 6th string. So string number 6. So we're going to start from the top, and we're going to start with 0. So I'm just playing lightly with the pick, or you can use your thumb if you want as well. A 0. Okay? Now we have the different fret numbers on the guitar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So we're going to push down the 2nd fret because the number in the song shows number 2. As you look at the music here, you'll notice that it says 0, 2, 3, 2, and then 3, 2, 0 is how the song goes. Okay? So to play that, what we're going to do is we're going to play 0 first with the pick. Then we're going to put our finger down on the 2nd fret, and we're going to push into the fretboard, and we're going to pick the note so that way you can hear the note ringing out. And then I'm going to go to 3, and I like to use the next finger, and then go back to 2, play the note. Then the song goes back to 0 after you do it again up and down. So then the song goes 0, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, and then 0. Okay? So we're just playing on the top string only right now. Alright, so the whole song basically uses just those notes. However, on the 4th measure, you go down to this string. So this is the 5th string here, so the A string. So we're only going to use this next string down. We're going to play it as a 0. Okay? So another thing I should mention is just, again, when you're playing the guitar, you want to play up to the fret like this, but not on top of the fret, because then it can get into the territory of playing the next note. So you want to be just behind the fret, like with your fingers. See, so I'm just right behind it. Sometimes it'll be touching, it depends what I'm playing, but I try not to really touch the fret so much. So if I'm back here, it's more likely to buzz. So I want to be up to the fret to get a nice clear sound, okay? You want to keep your fingers curved like this too, like a cat in the beginning, until you start doing bar chords and stuff where you start bending the finger the other way like this. But in the beginning, you don't want to really do that. You want to have your fingers more curved and all in that same position like this. So if I play these notes, this first finger's curved like that, my 2nd finger's curved like that, and I'm playing on the top of my finger, not the tippy top, but as you can see, if I kind of push hard, you can kind of see little like lines in the fingers right there. So basically you want to have your fingers curved and play on the tops of the fingers, but not like the tippy top like by the nail, but just enough to where, because if you're playing on the flat part of your finger, it starts to get kind of sloppy. So I try to stick with more of the tops of the fingers when I play. But in the beginning, we're just keeping it really simple. So we just want to figure out how to make the note have like a decent sound, you know, so it resonates or rings out. So again, let's start with 0. Play 0 on the top string, the 6th string, and the note is E. Then we're going to play number 2 on the top string. We're going to push it down, we're going to pinch the guitar, push the string into the fretboard, and push your thumb into the neck so you're pinching, and then pick the string, or use your thumb and pluck it, And you should hear a note ringing out. In the beginning it might sound like until you realize you have to push harder in your left hand. Another important thing about guitar is that you don't always want to pick hard just because you're pushing hard on the left hand. So a lot of students in the beginning will try to pick really hard because they're pressing hard, so both hands are both, pressing hard. But basically you want to be delicate with the picking hand and then have all the strength focused on the left hand when you push the note in. Okay, so getting into the songs that we're working on. So I'm going to play the song all the way through, and this is starting on the 6th string, and I'm going to play it at a moderate tempo, not very fast or slow, just in the middle. Okay, so it's like this. 1, 2, ready, go. Basically the song. But take your time and just try to get through it, figure out where each finger goes, each note goes. If you have to in the beginning, just play with one finger on your left hand. If that's easier, it's okay, but you want to get used to using both fingers as soon as you can to play 2 different notes, okay? So now I'm just going to go through the song on different strings. So I'm just going to basically play it up the guitar on all the different strings, and you'll see the picture in the video. And basically starting from the 5th string, the 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and 1st string, going all the way down the guitar. So we just played it starting from the 6th string on the top. So now we're going to play it starting from the 5th string. Okay, so it goes like this. So you're on the 5th string. It's the same exact song, we're just going to move it down a string. Okay, so it goes like this. 1, 2, ready, go. So that one starts on the 5th string on A, and it ends on the 5th string on A. So it's a little more tricky when you're playing inside the strings on the guitar. So in the beginning it's easier to stay on the outside, and you'll see that as we get to the bottom. But let's keep on going down. So now we're going to do it starting from the D string. So it goes like this. 1, 2, ready, go. So now we're going to do it from the G string on the 3rd string, okay? Now this time, when we get to the next string, we have to play a 1 instead of a 0 because of the tuning of the guitar. So it'll be, we're going to play 1 there on the 2nd string. So let's go slow, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so that's probably the hardest one because you have to change your finger position. As you can see, I was playing my 2nd and 3rd finger, and so I can get to the 1 on that note. So that one's a little more challenging to do it like that. But if you move on to the 2nd string, you're going to play from B, which is the 2nd string, and it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, go. Now I also chose to play that with my 2nd and 3rd finger. I could have played it though with my first 2 fingers. I just decided to do it that way. So it doesn't really matter. It's good to practice with all your fingers, really. I mean, you can practice these songs with your 3rd finger and pinky just as an exercise, you know. So the last one is on the 1st string. Okay, so this might feel like a bit easier because we're on the outside of the guitar again, like the outer string. We started on this side, now we're down here on the 1st string. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. Now what makes that one a bit challenging actually is that you have to go up to 5. And if you just move one finger, like if you use your second finger, it might feel easier to do it. But I like to use the pinky so I stay in position. So I'm like right in that spot already. So I like to use the pinky. So so anyways. But yeah, that's the basics of reading tabs, They just kind of they cover the whole guitar and then tell you what fret to play on. So in the beginning, you're going to focus on songs that play low numbers in the tabs. So you're not flying up to 11th fret and stuff. You're basically focused on the low numbers, 0, 1, 3, 0, 2, 3, and that kind of range on the guitar. We call that first position or also open position, basically. And just to note that we also definitely want to learn to read our notes on the guitar as well as the tabs. But the tabs are definitely easier in the beginning to get going and figure out just where to put your fingers on the guitar and how to play songs. And the tabs are awesome in a lot of ways, actually, because they do tell you exactly what position to play in and how to play it, and it's a very accurate system, So I think it's really good to be able to read the notes as well, but I think the tabs are very useful for guitar, and a lot of other string instruments use numbering systems in their music as well. So what we want to do is work towards being able to read the notes and the tabs and understand what these numbers represent in terms of notes, okay? But we'll get to that in later videos because we need to learn how to read notes in the first place and what notes are and all that stuff, But to get started on guitar, it's very useful to be able to read tabs because you can go online and search on Google, any song that you want, tabs or guitar tabs, and then there are guitar tab players on the web pages that you can play along with and stuff. I really like the software Guitar Pro. I find it very useful. I play a lot of songs on it. You can even write music with it. And there are other guitar tab softwares out there, so you can practice a lot of songs that way and get going in the beginning playing melodies. So the next thing that we want to go over is chords. We want to learn our basic open chords, and we're going to do that in the next video. So thanks again, guys, and have a great day.